you're doing.
Okay, so we are reading about 6 gallons of gas.
58.1.
Right.
Got it.
Now we're going to use the handy tool. We're going to clamp on here.
Okay, start from the top.
Okay, so at the lowermost setting of this gauge tester, the ohms read 71.7. The next notch up, which should be medium, half a tank, I guess,
22.
is 22.1 ohms. And a full tank is showing 10.1 ohms.
Okay. What you're doing.
Okay, so we are reading the voltage coming from the voltage regulator on the dash.
Oh, this is the pulsing one.
Yeah, and this
so it
is
goes
jumping.
Up to 3.9.
I saw a four something there for a second. I don't know if it's touchy on the ground or what.
Well, the other thing that could be happening, you have the key in either accessory or run position. If it's in run position, the battery is being drawn on continually for the primary ignition, for the ignition system.
You know what I did the last time?
Charts to show how far the fuel gauge is under reading. On the left-hand side, I show calculations with the 4 volts I'm getting at the sending unit. Well, it's 3.9 volts, but 4 is close, so I'm using that. And when I'm running 4 volts at 58 ohms of resistance, what I end up getting is 0.06897 amperes going to the fuel gauge, which is just under 1/16 of a tank on the gauge. Well, if I come over to 58 ohms at 5 volts, we would be getting 0.8621 amperes, a little higher number. We take that 0.08621 against the first chart, and we see that if we have been running 0.08621 amperes through the fuel gauge, we would have just under 1/8 of a tank. So that's about how far off we are, under reading by about 1/16 of a tank. The other year, Will had taken his Mercury out to get the fuel tank filled up, and when he looked at the gauge, it was showing almost 7/8 of a tank full, just like you see in the photograph of the fuel gauge. He took that picture at the time he filled the tank. And looking at where the fuel gauge needle is in the picture, if we add just over 1/16 of a tank more movement, I think we would be really close to the full mark. So we're going to take a look at perhaps replacing the instrument voltage regulator to get 5 volts down to the sending unit, or it could be that because we know why the tank is reading low on the fuel gauge, and knowing about how far it is under reading, Will may decide just to leave well enough alone. The one thing to consider is that the instrument voltage regulator supplies current to the sending units for the temperature gauge, for the oil pressure gauge, as well as the fuel gauge. If one is reading low because of low voltage from the regulator, all of the gauges are going to read low. And for that reason alone, I think it'd be kind of nice to go ahead and replace the voltage regulator. Then again, it's a bit of a hassle to do. And if we know about how far off the gauges are, perhaps the wise move is to indeed leave well enough alone.